everyone, and welcome back to another video, and this is another episode of Planet Coaster, and this is something completely different to what we normally do, because we're actually competing in a competition. Now, as you probably some of you will know, DigitalDan has made a competition to build the next roller coaster that goes to Thorpe Park, and so there's three categories, I think: realism, theming, and something else I'm not too sure. But yeah, me and DJBKoasteRs have done something yet again, and this one is I'm pretty proud of this one. We both are really proud of what we've done with this one. Obviously, in this video you won't see all the theming that I do. I just wanted to show the making of this actual roller coaster, and then there will be a cinematic out, and also you will get a complete walkthrough of the attraction on DJBKoasteRs channel. Now, even if we don't come anywhere near to winning, we kind of just did this for fun, because it was something different, and it's seriously turned out to be one of our favourite projects we've ever created. So I won't go into details with what the theming element is of this ride. It's basically like a follow-up to Swarm. These crystals have been discovered that prevent the swarm from damaging the world and blah blah blah. That's not the full story, but that's a basic rundown of what it is. And so the coaster's called Ekaradium, that's the name of the element, which creates these crystals that destroys the swarm. But they get uncontrollably big and destroy this city, and this is the city which is called Metropolis. And so basically this is it, and we've basically spent the past 2 weeks, which is the amount of time we've had, just making this. And we didn't really want to release anything about it because we didn't want anyone like seeing our theme and getting ideas or anything like that, so we wanted to keep it a secret for as long as possible. And so basically I'm making the coaster. I do actually do a bit of scenery, but it's only for the realism side. I do the transfer track, I do the custom supporting, and some other bits and bobs. The actual coaster is based on Fury at Carowinds, whilst also maintaining a lot of airtime, because we didn't feel that the UK had a properly airtime focused ride. And we've also incorporated some more modernised elements, starting off with the wave turn on the Fury treble clef. I've just added a wave turn at the top and a wave turn on the final turn, along with a outer banked airtime hill, which is something that I could realistically see B&M doing, because they haven't done anything new and fresh in a long time. So I could see B&M going for something like this to just freshen up their look. And because Thorpe have a good history with B&M, I can see them going with a B&M roller coaster. So the theming is quite elaborate. It's a lot better themed than Merlin would usually go for. I feel like they could do this level of theming, but it's not what they'd usually go for. It's more like Phantasialand level theming, but I feel like Thorpe deserve it. They haven't had a coaster in a long time, so I think they deserve a really highly themed attraction like this. So I think this would be the perfect fit for Thorpe. And I think it's somewhat unique as well. That's the other category: it was uniqueness, theming, and realism. So the coaster itself is probably the smoothest ride I've ever made in Planet Coaster, which is great. And it's very realistic for what B&M do, and modernising them to make it unique. We've also added the realism factor of the transfer track, which a lot of people have done, and we've got a lot of height parameters. We've done a lot of realistic things that happens a lot in theme parks and things. So that's what we've done for realism. For theming, we've got a highly themed area. Everywhere you go is themed, but we also have little points like on the coaster where you go through a bit of the backstage area and you can peek over the fence if you're in the park, which is fairly realistic for rides, you know, like Wicker Man. On your way out you can kind of see the backstage area, and there are different rides, so we didn't want it to be fully themed to the point where it's like Disney level theming, but we didn't want it to be poorly themed, that it you know, gets disregarded because it's not very well themed. So we've got the perfect mix of theming and realism, and I feel like there's not going to be any other B&M mega coasters, because that's what it is. It's not over 200 foot tall. It's about the same height as Swan, 39 meters, but it packs a really good punch for this scale of ride. It's not very tall, but it still is quite a good ride. So B&M mega, and I don't think that'll be done, and I think it's quite unique, especially with the layout, etc. So I think we've conquered all categories, but we're not really too fussed about winning. We've kind of just seen it as an opportunity to just go ahead and build something new and a bit different. So big thanks to DigitalDan for actually doing this challenge, because if it weren't for quarantine or lockdown or DigitalDan, we wouldn't have actually built this project. So it's been really fun. And of course, good luck to all the people that have actually participated, because probably a couple of you that are watching this video are competing yourselves. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about something other than the DigitalDan challenge. Basically, there hasn't been many videos in the past 2 weeks because of this. I've still got silver, which I'm not sure when I'm getting a video out for that. And Red Force is obviously still underway, but I've just been focusing on this. Same with DJBKoasteRs. He's not been uploading too much. He's got a Beartooth Hill bike park video out, which if you don't know already, that's his new series on his channel where he builds a bike park, something very unique in Planet Coaster, so you gotta check that out. But he's been focused on that the past well, he's got his second episode out now, so go check that out. And yeah, I'm just really hyped for this project because it's nearly over. I can't wait to show all you guys the cinematic, which comes out pretty soon, and to see how we actually do in this competition, because I know we're not in it to fully win it, but it would be quite nice if we did win it, obviously. So I'm also interested to see what everybody else has done, because when you're doing something like this, you focus on your own thing for hours upon hours, so it would be nice to see what other people have done with the exact same limitations, exact same space and area. So it'll be really interesting to see what people have done and how well they've themed it, if they've gone for a realistic ride, and to see whoever wins, to see, like, you know, just how, I don't know, I'm just excited to see different creators and new people emerge, because I doubt that the big YouTubers, many big YouTubers will be doing this challenge. I just can't see, like, I don't know, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of new people to go and subscribe to, you know, like, we're going to find a lot of new and fresh creators that we've never seen before, because they're small, but they make good content, so I'm quite excited to see that. So yeah, basically I'm just custom supporting the Fury what's it called, Treble Craft, with the Wave 10 on top, and also this dive thing. Is it a single dive? I don't know what it is. It's not an inversion because it doesn't go fully 180 degrees, but it's pretty steep, so it'll feel like an inversion. It's a very fast-paced ride. It's very it's not like your usual B&M hypercoaster, or it has a lot of fast-paced, snappy elements that is quite different for B&M. But as I've said before, that's the kind of what we're going for. We're kind of going for the modernised B&M, because we feel like B&M, it's time for B&M to make a change and start doing stuff a little bit differently with the way they make the rides, because we've had this same style for, like, how many years, like 20-30 years, we've had this similar sort of style. And so yeah, we're coming near enough to the end of the video now. So yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this video. It's been a very fun project, and I can't wait to show you guys the actual finished result. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please do consider subscribing, because it's free and it does help me out so much. And you can always unsubscribe if you really hate the content, obviously. So if you'd be so kind and to do that, that would really help out the channel a lot. And yeah, coming to the end of the video now, so good luck to everybody else doing the DigitalDan challenge, and I will see you all in the next video.